What if I told you that crime doesn't happen by chance? What if there are places where crime keeps happening over and over again? And more importantly, can we predict where the next crime is most likely to occur? Good day everyone, I'm Atiqah Adriana, and today we are investigating crime patterns in MUAR district using Geographic Information Systems, or known as GIS. Before we solve a crime problem, we first need to ask, what exactly is happening? Crime has become an increasing concern, influenced by urban development, socioeconomic conditions, and even technology. But where does crime actually happen? Is it scattered randomly, or does it concentrate in specific areas? Traditional police records can tell us what happened. However, GIS allows us to answer another important question: where did it happen? Once we know the location, we can begin identifying hidden crime patterns that are impossible to see in tables alone. Now that we understand the problem, the next question is, where should we begin our investigation? Our investigation takes us to MUAR District Johor, covering 7 sub-districts, which are Bukit Serempak, Getis-Ord, Kesang, Padang Teluk Rimba, Serong, Sungai Terap, and Tangkap. These areas become the foundation for analyzing crime distribution. The next question is, what am I trying to discover? This research has 2 objectives. First, to determine whether crime follows a clustered, random, or dispersed pattern using global Moran's eye. Second, if crime is clustered, where exactly are those hotspot locations? To answer that question, Getis-Ord hotspot analysis was applied. Now, how was the investigation carried out? The methodology consists of 3 phases. First, crime data were collected from the Royal Malaysian Police together with GIS and survey data. Next, all crime locations were geocoded using Google Earth Pro and processed in ArcGIS Pro. Finally, global Moran's eye was performed to identify this spatial pattern. Only clustered crime categories were then analyzed using Getis-Ord GI to reveal statistically significant hotspot locations. So, what did the investigation reveal? 7 crime categories were analyzed. Surprisingly, only 2 crime categories showed clustered patterns. These were burglary and theft. The remaining 5 categories showed random distributions. This means hotspot analysis was only necessary for burglary and theft. But how do we know these crimes are truly clustered? Global Moran's eye measures whether nearby crime incidents are related to one another. Positive Moran's eye values together with significant Z-scores indicate that burglary and theft tend to occur close together rather than randomly. This confirms that these 2 crime categories form meaningful spatial clusters. Now comes the most important question: where are the crime hotspots? The hotspot analysis identified 9 statistically significant hotspot locations. Most were concentrated in Kesang, while the remaining hotspots were located in Padang Teluk Rimba. Areas with higher Z-scores indicate stronger hotspot intensity, providing valuable information for targeted policing. So, why does all of this matter? This study demonstrates that GIS is more than just mapping. It transforms crime records into meaningful spatial information. By identifying cluster crime patterns and hotspot locations, authorities can allocate resources more efficiently, improve better planning, and support evidence-based crime prevention. What's next? Based on these findings, I recommend developing a GIS-based crime management system, conducting regular spatial crime analysis, creating an early warning system, building a historical crime database, and strengthening data sharing with relevant agencies. Together, these improvements can support smarter policing and safer communities. Crime tells a story. GIS helps us understand the story. And once we understand the pattern, we can make better decisions to prevent the next one. Thank you.